Go.
Hi there, this is Dr. Christina Rahm, and this is Scientifically Beautiful. Thank you for being on this edition of the show. And today we are going to talk to someone that is a close friend of mine. We're going to interview Clayton Thomas, who is the founder of the company Root Wellness, and is someone that I've worked together with in various forms of healthcare and wellness in various companies. So I'm very excited to have you on today.
Thanks for having me, Dr. Rahm.
Okay. Listen. Preston. Preston was. But on today's show, I really would like to touch upon just different things about your life, as well as the company and what you do. So if you don't mind, because this is on the Life is Tough Network, one of the things I would love to discuss with you is your background, where you came from, what your life was like, and later we'll talk about some of the challenges that you've gone through that have made you a stronger person. Because I really believe that we all go through things. None of us are perfect. We develop through time, and we learn through many challenges. So on this network, we're talking about science and medicine and clinical, and I know you're going to get into a lot of that. But we're also going to talk about you, so that the viewers can know more about you. So if you don't mind, if you can just give a little bit about yourself, and I don't mind either. We talk a little bit about how we met, and how our relationship evolved over time in the area of science.
Well, I think the part you hit on is that it's the entire process that we get to go through in our life. So many people get to. It's only focus on the positives, and unfortunately, there's a lot of negative things that happen in people's lives that can cause a lot of chaos throughout their life. I think I haven't done any past life regression therapy. I haven't really delved deep into my family issues. But what I remember growing up, I would have conversations with my parents about having a dysfunctional family. And my mom would always tell us that that's not true. Because in order to be classified as a dysfunctional family, that means someone else is actually functional. But I was honestly really fortunate. I grew up in Southwest Washington on the prairie, small town. You say that you were raised in a small town, which is not true. I was in a much smaller town.
I said I was raised in the country, and that I was raised basically from grandparents that were farmers. And I think you were raised a little bit different.
I got a little bit different. So, and I was fortunate. Really, when you look at your path through life, how your early years can be really formative. And I was raised in a veterinary clinic, which was phenomenal because really from the time I was born. When I was in the crib, I was under the counter in the clinic. I was crawling around with all the dogs, cats, and our animals that were in the clinic. I was in the surgery room. I was in the exam room. I was in the waiting room, talking to people, being around animals. Socialized really early, and had an opportunity to see a lot of things I don't think kids ever get access to. But because of having a family that was really integrated in their approach, much like what the journey that we've gone through professionally, my upbringing put me in a position to have access to a world that most people never get to see. I can remember starting to study mineral supplementation when I was 8, and being in the clinic with my mom, looking at different slides, looking at blood, and fecal samples, and going on farm calls with my dad.
Well, people don't even realize this, and I do. It's harder to get into veterinarian school than medical school because you have to be so smart and know everything and look into every type of animal.
You have to know multiple organ systems. You have to be able to work on the fly, and there's no communication. You don't have a dog come in and go, I'm hurting on my side here, I got hit by a car, or this or that, or I've got these indicators. There's no information. It was the one thing I loved with my dad, because you could sit in the waiting room, and on one day, we'd have a bunch of dogs, some cats, and a swan comes in with an arrow through its wing, or you have every aspect, right? You're doing triage, you're doing some maintenance stuff. Everything was different. The hard part was because of where my parents started their clinic, and when they started the clinic, we got two loans. They got a loan so they could actually build the clinic, because they built the clinic in the middle of freaking nowhere in Southwest Washington. I mean, nowhere. Everything's grown up around them. But they got a loan so they can open the clinic. They got another loan, an operating loan, so they could feed me. And watching something that came from ground zero. We had two double wide mobile homes. One that they created the clinic in, and one that I grew up in my early life. You didn't get to see that later in life.
That was not the home.
But you look at that, and my dad was on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days.
So that's where you got your work ethic.
And that was it was a combination of two things, right? It's the addiction history that my families have, coinciding with the example of service and work, and an application of understanding that if you have an addictive personality type, because it was really I was really fortunate. I was really fortunate. My mom and my dad both grew up in alcoholic households. Or maybe it wasn't good, but my mom grew up in an alcoholic Catholic household. My dad grew up in an alcoholic Protestant household. So I learned really early, even though I got drunk the first time when I was 4. So maybe I was traumatized. I had two margaritas, and it was epic. And it was because my mom and dad were chilling on a Saturday early evening, made a couple margaritas for themselves, got an emergency call because somebody came in, said, "Hey, and my dog is sick," and so they had to go down to the clinic, which was basically a walk down the hill. And we're expecting to be gone for 20 minutes or so. And the 4-year-old shouldn't be much of a problem. He can take care of himself on the floor. But I climbed on the counter, two margaritas, and the rim's clean, and that's why I love salt. Maybe not so much. But I learned from watching my environment, and talking with my parents, watching some of my aunts and uncles being at Christmas time, and watching how people behave when they were blatantly drunk. That's not a lifestyle or behavior that I'm going to follow suit with. And having the conversation of look, our families have addiction issues. So it gets into the psychology of is something actually in your nature, or is it nurtured? And how does that affect you? How do I apply that into work? Because that's where I have a lot of drive. I have a lot of drive. I was diagnosed as ADD as a kid, but my mom refused to medicate. Right? It was probably another great example of good decision making based on it being integrated. She's like, no, you're not going to be on drugs. You're going to be busy. So I played three sports. When I was active, I got straight A's. Didn't have to study much.
That's a great. I don't want to interrupt you, but that's a great point. My background is psychologist, and then I went into science. I think that's something parents don't understand. But if you can redirect your kids, whether they have addiction issues or whether they have, because addiction issues can actually turn into something good. If you focus on a career or you focus on sports, if you've got ADD, ADHD, you've got to
well, and people think that ADD and ADHD is a crutch. It's not. It's that your brain is functioning so fast that society can't keep up with you, and you need means of entertaining yourself because everyone else is moving too slow. It's not. At least that's the way I perceive it. And I can remember growing up and being in class and fidgeting and not being able to pay attention because class was going too slow. I'd take a test and I'd ace it and be like, what's the problem? But the problem I see in society today, especially with kids, there's not enough activity. They have devices in their hands. They have activity that they're sitting down and being sedentary, but the level of activity and stimulation needs to be physical. They have to move. You gotta. It's like having a puppy. We have the Tilly dog. I don't go take her outside and wear her out. I know she's going to terrorize the house. Kids are no different. And we know that the male brain isn't fully developed until they're at least 25. 25, me probably 40, and if they're not active constantly, they're going to find outlets for activity or behavior, which in most instances are not positive anymore. And so I can say, I had some experiences that make for entertaining stories, but the hardship is, life is tough. I got my ass whipped in sports, and had an opportunity to learn a lot, but it's about the journey. You don't really look at trauma. You look at experience and how it forms you.
Well, I think that you took your experience of having ADD and being raised, and this is just what I think, being raised in a integrative veterinarian practice where it's all about wellness, right? It's all about health and making sure the animals are okay. You took that experience and applied it to a world of helping people detoxify things out of their body aren't good, and then also supplementing their body with things that are good, like your product Zero N that we worked on and then restored. From my perspective, I met you. I remember 6 years ago, and I could tell right away that you were extremely busy, extremely directed. You had a lot to do. Actually, I remember being in a meeting with you with a marketing group and other groups and you really having this mission. We weren't working together at the time, and
they were with me to empower me.
I was there getting to know you, getting to know how we could help people together. And you really provided a pathway, which has not been without stress.
There's hardship, and I think that's the important part. As I look at my childhood, a lot of people look at their childhood. Childhood was hard, because where I grew up, what I went through, what I saw, what was done to me, what have you. I didn't have that. I can really look at 3 to 5 primary in life. What you're talking about, that process I've gone through in my career, and we can get into the trauma and the stuff where you say life is tough. You say, okay, these are formative moments. When I was 12, my dad told me I was banned from being a doctor. Was one of the most influential points in my life. In my greatest advice I think my dad gave me. You didn't believe he ever said it.
Well, I did when I met him. He told me that because he felt like he would not be a good doctor because you were too smart.
And I'd probably be in jail because I'd be doing things that doctors are not allowed to do with patients and telling them, go do this and do that. And I'm not going to fit into a specific mold. And I think the construct. It was one of the things that I saw with my parents in clinic. Is my dad was formally trained in veterinary medicine back in the 70s, and going through medical school, and it's a process. You get to learn your anatomy, you learn your physiology, you learn treatment protocols. Much like we see in the medical system as it is constructed today. Doctors go in, you follow a process, you're given a diploma, you follow these specific guidelines.
It's like working on a car. Like here's your car, like engine broke down, and then the mechanic fixes it. A lot of people don't understand that, but that's what medical school's like.
That's how it's built. When you get out, and you start to see the practical aspects of your career, specifically what my dad saw. You get to learn different things. I can remember when we started getting into mineral supplementation, like when I was 8, and then my dad started, and my mom, because my mom was a veterinary technician, and she owned the clinic and ran everything and did a lot of the integrative work. But when they started to look at Chinese medicine and acupuncture, and chiropractics and raw food, and all these different components that you consider to be integrative. It's the interesting part that when we apply that on the human aspect, you go, that's alternative. Like, no, that's actually how life.
And that's so hard. It's not just every country's like that.
It's just applying different cultures. If we look at Ayurvedic medicine from India and such, you go, the aspects of heat and cold, and we look at Chinese herbology and what they've done with Chinese herbs and how to apply that. One of the coolest comments my dad gave me when he was being trained by the Chinese herbalists on using specific herbal concoctions for different issues, right? If it's for gastro stuff, for your gut, or like ononbaya, which is this amazing herb that will stop hemorrhaging. Right? You can use it orally, going to surgery or something, and it'll keep you from bleeding out, or from hemorrhaging in surgery, or you can sprinkle it on a bleeder, and it'll actually help cauterize a wound pretty quickly. And my dad asked the question, okay, so why do you use this specific blend of these herbs? And the answer pretty much summed up the whole thing. Because my grandfather's grandfather did it that way. It was like because it works. If it didn't work, they'd change it. And so you get to see. That was where my understanding and application of science really started to take place, because I was banned from being a doctor. I went to college. I was a sprinter because my black Irish roots took me as far genetically as I was able to go, which was to the Pac-10. And then I realized I got there and I was pretty white, and I wasn't going to be competitive anymore. But through my studies, I studied business, communications, kinesiology, physiology, anatomy, business law, and they gave me a degree in humanities, with a focus in business, communications, and kinesiology. And I was like, I'm not done. No, you're done. You can graduate now. But I'm not finished. Yeah, you are. You can go. And in hindsight, maybe I should go after advanced degree. Okay, I'm going to go learn. And what school gave me the opportunity to do is to learn how I learned and how I wanted to learn. And then through that process, when I got out of school, I always had it in my mind that I was banned from being a doctor, so that was out. Through work experience. So the first experience was my dad telling me that I was not allowed to become a doctor. The second experience when I was 16 years ago, when I was introduced to this concept, these amazing little zeolite crystals and such, and I got the tap on the shoulder from God going, follow that. That's what you're supposed to work with. And I went through an interesting journey, successes. And I think the adoptive process I have now in a business philosophy is fail forward, right? Because as you know, from a scientific standpoint, doing research and molecular design and such, the majority of what we do is not success. Right? It's failure.
It's failure. And I remember, when I met you, basically a zeolite, not through, I think you were at another company, but I met you through John Sadler, who's working with another company, who gave me access to, John gave me access to learning about zeolites and silicas. Of course, I had worked on them in the past, but I hadn't focused on them in a while. And then I, of course, changed the formula when we met too. And then I wanted to make a silica. I did not want to keep, because I understand how the body is made. And you had all these zeolite companies out there, which I thought they were doing great things, but they were not putting the trace minerals in at the same time, and they were not producing predominantly a silica. So I didn't really want a zeolite formula. I wanted to start with that and then make it into a silica so that I could help more people. And because I met so many groups, and again, I think you were at another company, but I was exposed to, I think, 7 different groups that did different technology. And then I read as much as I could. I did a patent. I've changed that, as you know, into something very different. But I think it's interesting. The evolution would not have happened if there hadn't been multiple failures, if there hadn't been issues. You and I wouldn't have been able to work together and to produce things that have been able to help people.
And that was the third point in my life where I got to tap on the shoulder when I heard your voice, and God's like, that's who you're supposed to do it with. Follow her. So I packed up my golf clubs, and my Jameson, and I moved to Nashville. And I got to hang out with the best part of my life.
That's
really, and in between that, you have the failures that you get to go through. And it's only when you get to the point that you pause and you look back. That you get to understand that the journey is there for a reason, even if it's traumatic, if it's hard, if it's tough, and things didn't go the way that you wanted them, or the way that you predicted, or the way that you had planned. Understanding that it's not your plan.
No, I think
you get to look back as you go down your walk and your journey. That you then realize, that's why I went through pain. That's why I struggled. you can either appreciate where you are, or where you've gone, where you've come from, or you're able to apply it in a manner later on in something that drives you, something that motivates you, something that allows you to create, or something that allows you to be of influence to others. That's what's so important. And I think the big part of my journey. And like you said, this is not the first time you and I have done this. We've done this before.
Okay, I didn't say that you did.
Right.
My grandmother actually believes in reincarnation. My grandmother married. She's no longer with us, but we used to when I was a kid. She would talk to us about it and being raised in a Protestant home. Of course, that wasn't really an accepted conversation. She believed in it. I think some of the Presbyterians believe in being predestined and stuff like that. And I do think that we are predestined in a way to do certain things that can help people. And one of the things I've always respected about you is your ability to take something and to make it into something even better, even if the rest of the world doesn't understand it or agree with you.
It's very true, because you didn't think much of me when we were introduced initially, but then I turned it into something outstanding.
I didn't think bad of you. You were different. And I was used to dealing with lawyers and accountants and business people that were pretty polished and always followed the rules. And it was interesting and nice to meet someone that thought out of the box and made people laugh. And then honestly, you've taken a passion of learning about animals, applied it to human health care, and provided solutions, understanding that we are toxic. We have so many things in our body that aren't, and even took something I did not want to be involved in launching, as you know, a supplement company. So I actually, no one knows this, but I said to Clayton, I'm not working in the company. I'm not doing it. You can use some of my formulas and patents that I've worked on, but I won't be involved in the company. So Clayton launched a company called Root Wellness without my support, without my cooperation, without my love, without my blessing. And the reason I was scared because all these companies would threaten that if I didn't stay at their company, they'd sue me, or they would take me to court and make me lose money. Lawyers threatened me. I mean, it was just one thing after another, and I was scared because I had children. You didn't. And so
that's not true. I had four. You had four. It's amazing how that works.
But at the time, I was scared if you did that. And I think people should know. I think the audience should know. Health and wellness. There's so much money. There's so much to lose. There's so much to gain. There's so many people to help. And there's so many people that possibly you could hurt. There's such a litigious world. There's such a world of power and money where people will try to control.
Male,
dominated.
And as a
well, I didn't say that. But as a female, I was scared because I don't like being threatened. I don't like wasting money on legal stuff that I've done nothing wrong. I don't like being attacked. But I think really my fear that people didn't understand, and I don't know if you ever understood this, was the fact that I have four children. So if I say or do the wrong thing where people don't like, it could hurt their power or things they're doing. They attack me, and that hurts my children. And so for me, it was simply a matter. When I say life is tough, you have to make tough decisions. And ultimately, as a mom, it always goes back to the kids. But I just want to say this to you. Regardless of my lack of support, regardless of my inability to cooperate and to be involved, you launched a company that's helping how many countries and how many people at this point?
60 countries, and we've helped about 13 people.
13 people. A lot. And you did use my formulas, and you're continuing to use parts of things.
And it's the beautiful part of collaboration and partnership. In life, there's always balance, right? Where you have dark, you have light. Where you have trauma, you have health. Where you have weakness, you have strength. You have creating that balance. And it's yin and yang. It's only through that balance. And the beautiful part I love, and you know this, is we're too extreme.
Yeah, we're very different.
You are the epitome of empathy. And you are the personification of love, right? Because you just exude it. And it's one of the things that people see in you is they see your light. And unfortunately, the narcissistic side, the sociopathic side, they want to own it, they want to control it, right? And that's been a problem. Me. You're the feather, I'm the hammer. Right? So usually they don't go well together, but when you bring them together, you can find create balance. And that's been, I think, the fun part is for me the amount of strength that you give me. Because where I'm weak, you're strong. And when I feel weak, you give me strength. And creating what I was developing, as far as what I wanted to do, as far as a business model, to be able to provide better opportunities for people, whether it's from their health, but also on the financial component for changing a construct for how consumerism can be done. When I was weak, the only thing I would lean on is you. You know, so even though you weren't there per se, because you're like, go do this on your own. I don't want to be involved. I always have that to fall back on. But even when you're scared, you can come to me, and then we get to have the conversation. No, it's okay. You don't have to be scared of that. We can handle it. But it's having that balance. And I think that's the one thing that's so important in life, of knowing that we're not meant to do this alone. You can get to find someone that you can struggle with, and through that everything's manageable. Some of it becomes fun, some of it becomes entertaining, some of it becomes the greatest love story ever told.
That's right. Through the process, we've both been hurt by people involved in the company. First of all, I've been there for you the whole time. Just because I wasn't involved in the company, you know, I love you, and I did not.
I get to wake up. As Donald Trump says, I get to wake up next to a supermodel.
Okay, that's not what I say about me. But that's not me. But I am someone that does love and I do care and until I was 2 years ago for me to accept, and really a year ago, that some people don't care at all. They just want to hurt you. They're nice to you. They're nice to you because they want something from you. I think one of the things you and my kids, my family have brought to my attention more and more, and that I finally accepted is I simply don't need to be around them. I need to be around. And I feel like one of the great things that you've created at Rahm is you're getting rid of people that are not on board with the mission to help and serve and love and heal. And you've brought in people that is. It's an amazing thing as an outsider almost to sit and watch you do, because I've seen major changes happen.
It's the application of philosophy of 16 years ago when I had this amazing little crystal put in front of me, and it changed my perspective of how wellness is actually even constructed in the body. And I hate wellness because it's so overused, so manipulated. I would just create greatness. But philosophically, it's just addition by subtraction, and you can apply that same thing in people. You can create a lot of great things by removing bad things. Some people don't need to be in there, and I think one of the things we have the amazing light bulb. That everybody, every single individual has the ability to light up a room. Some people do it by walking in. Some people do it by walking out.
I like that.
Not everybody's meant to bring the light. Some people bring darkness, and they need to be removed. And when they're removed, light shines a lot better. So, and when you can identify that someone is there to suck the life out of you, they just need to be. And you have to accept it. And I think we've argued over this because of the difference in perspectives. Growing up in a veterinary practice, and this is where some of the formative aspects for me really came in. I accept death, right? And you have to accept scenarios where death may be the best thing. And the aspects of aging and understanding quality of life, and how important it is in animals as a pet owner, or as one who's required to take care of another life. We identify that in our pets and animals, when their quality of life is no longer to the point where it's acceptable. When you see an animal living in pain, or they're not the bright light that they're supposed to be. We have to be the ones to make the decision to give them means of getting out of that. We call it euthanasia, which is defined as a good death, and putting an animal to sleep and letting them be free of that pain. We don't do that in humans. But then you have the other side of what happens if a dog contracts rabies. You don't rehabilitate that animal. Put the animal down. And we don't do that with people either. There's a list of those. But you have to. You don't have that list. You don't have that list. You take rabid dogs. I can pet you.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Not anymore. But you have to understand that there are people and animals that you don't want on your space.
Well, yeah, because there's animals that they look nice, you go over and they bite you, right? And there's human beings that act nice and then they'll hurt you. And I think one of the things with life being tough and us being focused on health and wellness is you have to determine that and make better choices as you are on this journey. And I just think that's one of the things I've seen you do over the past 2 to 3 years.
It's because I'm growing with you. I kind of love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
You said that on camera.
Well, I've told it a lot.
Oh, all right.
I just say it differently. I'm a little bit more shyer than you.
There's a secret about you. When someone gets really close to you, you back off some of the things. You're more openly friendly to everyone else. But those that are close,
It's true.
They get to see the real Rahm.
Yeah, people don't know that about me. When I get close to people, I pull back a little bit. I'm not sure what that. I'm not sure into that. I'm a psychologist.
I'm gonna have to shrink.
I think it comes from not wanting to be dependent and not wanting to be too attached, so that because my fear is I have a lot of people I want to help because there's so many people hurting in the world. There's so many people with healthcare and wellness issues that if I completely attach to people that are close to me in my life, then I can't help the other people. And because I've traveled so much, I've had to learn. When I left my kids, it was devastating. So I literally had. I don't think they know this. I had huge anxiety. I had anxiety about crossing the street. Anxiety about them sleeping in their own room. So I wanted them to sleep with me because I was worried someone would hurt them or they'd stop breathing. And this happened when they were in middle school. I was still worried. So what I had to learn to do is just make myself detached so that I could work because I had to provide for a family. I had to help people. And that's really where I think it came from. But this interview is not about me. This is about you. But I will tell you. But I will hate to say this.
But if it's about me, it's about me. It's about you.
It's about us. So we have to end it because we do have another call that was pre-scheduled. But I'd like to have you back on the podcast because I think there's a lot more to talk about. We did not get into your travels internationally. We did talk a little bit about where you are now, but there's a lot to discuss with you. So hopefully you'll invite me on your podcast and I'll have you back here.
Oh, we can come back to the doctor.
That's right.
Oh yes, round two to come.
All right, thank you. And this is scientifically beautiful. Thank you, Clay, for being on the call. It's a little bit difficult of a podcast for me to do this time because I am personally very close to Clay. And we are together. But I wanted him to be able to share with you his journey and what he's done and what he will be doing in the future. And we'll do another episode so you guys can learn even more about Clayton Thomas. And we'll focus on some of the things that you've had to go through to get to where you are, even more than this podcast. But I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Very thankful for the viewers, and we have a lot more to do on this journey. Thank you so much.